Hey there, everybody. I'm CNY Central First Alert Meteorologist Matt Stevens. Hope this weekend went well for you. Weather-wise, hit a high of 68 degrees at the Syracuse Hancock Airport. 70 degrees, that's considered a typical high for this time of the year. So we were in the ballpark of where we generally top out at this time of mid-May. 54 degrees was our low early on this morning. That was a little on the warm side for this time of the year standards, as 47 is typically where we drop our overnight lows down to. Records are 92 and 32. Both of those are safe. Officially, a trace of rain picked up at the Syracuse Hancock Airport. Unfortunately, not helping out our deficit of rainfall situation very much. We're approaching about 1.5 inches of deficit rainfall for what we call meteorological spring. That's March 1st through the present time. Meteorological spring, by the way, is March, April, May. So we've got a little bit of a deficit. We're not in full-blown drought, but it's certainly something that we're going to be watching and hopefully not adding too much to. Hopefully we're doing the opposite and reducing that deficit. I want to talk about the dew point. We're starting to get back to that time of the year when get an area of high pressure, for example, and as is our current setup, to shift off to the east. It stalls out. You start to get what's called the return flow on the backside of that area of high pressure. And when that happens, you can often start to suck up some warm and more moisture-laden air. And as a result of that, you note the stickiness going up, how it feels outside. So muggy conditions appear to be heading back in our direction as our dew points rise most likely into the lower 60s by the time we get to Monday, and hanging in the low to middle 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Now also this time of the year, when you start to increase the mugginess and how much water is present in the atmosphere, you can also get into some thunderstorms that feature a little more of a downpour compared to, say, for example, your typical spring shower activity. And the reason for that, we call that precipitable water. It's a fancy way of saying you got more water to work with, more of it can go into the shower or the thunderstorm. And if the mechanisms are there to actually tap into that moisture supply, you can pop off a heavy downpour.